I want to talk to you about the Brex corporate card this year, and I also want to talk quickly about the Brex cash also. What are the pros and cons, how to apply for this card this year? Let me first talk to you about the generality. So, what is the Brex corporate card? What kind of ideas should you be thinking about if you actually consider having the Brex corporate card? So, there are two versions of the Brex credit card. So, one that's actually paid daily, and one that requires monthly payments. Okay. So the Brex corporate credit card used to be available for most small and medium-sized businesses, but as the companies scales up to, as they scale up their software as a service financial stack. Now it has changed things around. It only offers the card to venture-backed startups and mid-market companies. So you got to be a venture-backed startup or mid-market company to actually qualify for the Brex corporate card. Okay, so customers typically receive a credit limit of 15% to 40% of the cash in their deposit bank accounts. So something to really think about. Okay, but one thing for sure, you have credit limits in terms of the limits you get are typically 10 to 20x higher than competitors, especially if you are a small business side, a small business venture, if you will. Now, what's the monthly corporate card here? Now, the Brex corporate card is a charge card with as many, let's say, many differences across the board. You have many differences from the typical business credit card. Not only is it much easier to qualify for, but the Brex corporate card also carries a credit limit that's actually, like I said, 10 to 20x higher than most traditional business credit cards. As a customer, you typically receive a credit limit of 15% to 40% of the cash in your deposit bank account. So that's really good to really think about it that way. And one thing I want to say here is that the monthly card is only available to companies that meet specific size and revenue requirements. So if you're interested in the monthly card, make sure that you meet those specific size and revenue requirements. And those criteria change based on the states where you are at. And also, this card is an enterprise card for mid to large corporations or venture backed tech startups with enough cash flow to handle the payments. Most small and medium sized businesses will not qualify. Okay, something to really think about. Let me talk to you about the daily corporate card. So, with the Brex corporate card, you have the monthly corporate card, and then you have the daily corporate card. So, daily corporate card. So, all Brex cash customers get the Brex card paid daily. It's available for businesses of any size, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter actually whether you are venture backed or not venture backed. Okay, you can qualify for the daily corporate card. So, in many ways, the Brex daily card acts as a debit card for the Brex cash account. And what happens here is that payments are automatically withdrawn from the Brex cash accounts at the end of each business day. And the available credit limit is 100% of your Brex cash account balance. So you got to have a Brex cash account balance, okay? And you can also earn up to 8x rewards points on all card spending when the company uses the Brex card exclusively. So that's kind of cool. Now, how does the Brex cash account really work? Let's talk about that. So you have a clear idea what I really mean here. So Brex Cash is essentially a bank account for Brex customers that lacks several drawbacks of traditional business bank accounts. Because, sorry about that, because as a customer, you get free domestic and international wire transfers, ACH, and mobile checks. So that's really cool. And Brex Cash does not carry the fees associated with, let's say, traditional bank accounts at regular banks or even credit unions, okay? Like minimum balance fees, overdraft fees, maintenance fees, return deposit fees, inactivity fees, and account closing fees. I mean, that's a lot of fees, but hey, listen, if you were to go to a regular bank or credit union, that's what you have. So the absence of a minimum balance fee stems from the fact that there is no minimum monthly balance really. So that's pretty good because you are able to get things done faster. You are able to not only faster but also cheaper because of the absence of those fees. you're able to retain a lot of your cash, like instead of giving it to the bank. So let me talk to you about what you need to apply for the Brex corporate card. I'm still going through an in-depth review of the Brex corporate card. Okay, so if you want to apply for the monthly corporate card, because again, you have the daily corporate card and the monthly corporate card. So I want to first talk about the requirements for the monthly corporate card. So for that, you need your employer identification number. So what happens here is that your EIN. So Brex is going to check your EIN to make sure everything is fine. Okay, they will do a business credit check. They will go to Dun and Bradstreet. They will go to Experian credit score to Experian, but also Equifax. They want to have also your business bank account number, and they want to have information regarding how your company is funded, whether it's investors, venture capital, etc., or you are having like owners, for instance, or you're getting revenue from your sales. Okay. Now there is no application fee for the daily card. Okay. So there is no application criterion rather. So the monthly card is more stringent, but the daily card is a lot more flexible. Brex Cash Account customers automatically get the card when creating their account. Now, Brex Corporate Card are only available to businesses that meet the following criteria. So you have venture-backed startups, includes professionally funded, non-traditionally funded, and pre-funding companies. And you also have mid-market companies, either a professionally funded company with 20 or more employees, or companies with 50 or more employees that are not invested. Now, let me give you other important factors to consider if you are thinking about the Brex corporate card this year. Let's talk about that. So, eligibility and credit limits are based on your spending patterns, cash balance, and the amount of money that you have raised from investors. There is no credit check, personal guarantee, or collateral required. So, if the business cannot pay back the debt, the owner doesn't have to worry about seized personal assets. Now, for the cold facts, as an applicant, you usually need at least $50,000 in your business bank account and or generate at least 50 grand in sales every month, depending on what what line the business is in. There are also other criteria, so functional website and web presence. You must pass Experian credit check, and you gotta have at least 3 months of runway versus cash burn. Okay, and that's important. You must not be in the following industries: restaurants, consulting, construction, manufacturing, and also used goods. Okay. Now there is no annual fee, nor are there any foreign transaction fees. You can also get unlimited credit cards for free to provide to employees. Brex easily tracks all employees' spending in a convenient online tool. So with no fees or interest rates, you are probably wondering how Brex makes money, right? They have a partnership with MasterCard, which charges a merchant fee whenever someone swipes the card. So Brex makes money by taking a cut of that fee. So let me go a little more granular here. If you think about the Brex corporate card, especially the Brex monthly card, what are the key criteria to consider if you are interested in being approved? Okay, so you got to have a U.S. EIN. So you get a U.S. EIN from the IRS. So EIN, I've said this before, employer identification number. It's a 9-digit number that you get from the IRS. You can either apply online or you can just apply manually through a form called SS4. So you must be incorporated. So there are no sole proprietorships or LLCs. You got to have 2 years of business history. Functional website and web presence. I've said this before. By web presence, I'm speaking about social media pages. Okay, you got to pass Experian credit check, and you got to have 3 months of runaway, or not runaway, runway versus cash burn. What I want you to really also think about is that basically with the Brex corporate card, you need to know that basically you can earn up to 50,000 when you spend 9,000 in the first 30 days. So 50,000 points. Okay, that's kind of cool. Now here are the tech related discounts and credits you get for simply signing up this year. Basically, You have Amazon Web Services, so 5,000 in credits to be used over 1 year. You have Google Ads, up to $150 toward Google Ad spend. You have UPS shipping, so here you have a 50% off, so that's pretty good. 50% off. You have QuickBooks, 50% off the first year. You have Gusto. So Gusto is the payroll software. So you can receive 50% off for the first year with the payroll and benefits platform. Slack, you have 25% off paid plans. You have Vouch Business Insurance that allows you here to receive up to 25% off. And for Freshworks, you'll receive $10,000 credits on products. So that's really cool. You also have the Brex Corporate Card Rewards Program. So this is something that really a lot of folks are interested in if they think about the Brex Corporate Card. So Brex exclusive members can they actually get 7. So that's 7 points per dollar, 7x. 7x for rideshare and taxi purchases, 4x points on travel expenses booked through Brex Travel. So here I'm speaking about flights, hotels, and Airbnbs. You have 3x points back on restaurants and coffee shops, and 2x points back on recurring software expenses. Now, Brex account customers can earn the following rewards. So you have 8x, 5x, 4x, 3x, 1x, and 1x, 1.5x. Okay. Now, the Brex reward program is based actually on tech entrepreneurs' common expenses. So there is no cap for rewards points. And the cool thing is that those reward points never expire. So to really understand the rewards program potential, you got to understand that you are like, it depends on what kind of tech startups spend money on. One thing you have to think is that many startups cover employee transportation expenses with business credit cards, and these expenses could theoretically add up to around $1,000 per month. And so, since Brex offers 7 points per dollar on ride sharing or taxis, that company would earn $70 points in points per month. Okay. As a business owner, you can also use this travel rewards for every major airline and lodging company. So I'm speaking about Southwest Airlines, which is reportedly omitted from most other business credit card rewards programs. So something to really think about. And if you were surprised to see Airbnb in the program, you're not alone. Brex is currently the only business credit card or charge card that allows cardholders to use points for Airbnb stays. So if you think about the Brex corporate card, you have to really remember what I just said to you about the Brex exclusive rewards multiplier. Okay, so you have the 7x ride share, 4x Brex travel, 3x restaurants, and 2x recurring software. Now, how do you qualify for the Brex reward program? I mean, I've said a lot, but before you actually, you have to understand that you gotta become a Brex exclusive member, and to do that, you must actually make Brex your exclusive or primary corporate card. In other words, you cannot have another business credit card or charge card linked to your business bank account. So the Brex corporate card must be your go-to card for business expenses. Now, if you're not an exclusive member, your only rewards are 1x points back on all purchases or 1 point for every dollar you spend. And all Brex corporate card holders can also redeem their reward points in several ways. First, you can redeem your points for cash back at a value of 1 cent per point. It usually takes 1 to 2 days to process the redemptions, and there is no minimum for redemption amount. So that's kind of cool. Now, the second way is actually by transferring your points to the following airlines at 1-on-1 ratio. So you have Aero Mexico, Air France, Flying Blue, you have Asia Miles, you have Avianca, Emirates, Qantas, and you have Singapore Airlines. So that's pretty good to keep in mind this year. And let me give you other important factors to consider really if you are thinking about Brex. Brex Cash is available for It's available to any U.S. Based company that does not belong to Brex prohibited or restricted business list. Okay, and sole proprietorships are also ineligible. And yes, you can open a Brex cash account even if you have other bank accounts. There is no limit to the number of bank accounts you can have as a Brex cash customer. And Brex cash customers can actually gain access to the standard rewards program for Brex cardholders. That's kind of cool. Now, how do you apply for the Brex corporate card? Well, you want to visit the website, fill out the application. Very, very simple. You have to link your banking information. So make sure that you have your bank or credit union, okay, and use the virtual card. So basically, if you're approved, you will immediately get access to a virtual card, and your physical card should arrive in the mail probably in 3 to 5 business days. So that's really good from a flexibility point of view. Now, once you start borrowing funds, you have 30 days to pay off your entire balance or pay it daily, depending on which card you get. And if you don't pay off your entire balance, Brex may close your account. So also your credit limit fluctuates per, let's say, your business's cash flow. So something that's very important to remember. Okay, your cash flow is going to be key. And one thing I want to say also is that there is no revolving credit limits. Okay, Brex is a corporate card. Okay, that means that your credit balance can transfer every month. If you are looking for a business credit card with a revolving line of credit, you will need a different card. So, what are the advantages and the disadvantages of the Brex corporate card? Well, let's start with eligibility. It's extremely rare to find a business credit card that doesn't require a personal guarantee, credit check, or collateral. So, a personal guarantee makes the business owner personally responsible for the business's debt. So, if the business fails, the credit card companies can seize your personal assets. Brex has no PG because they know cardholders might not be comfortable risking their personal assets on a business that has only been alive for a few months. So basically, if you own if you let's say a young business, you might also have little credit history or poor credit, right? So the fact that there is no credit check, that's kind of cool. The lack of an annual fee is actually a rarity, especially considering the extensive rewards program that Brex has. Finally, Brex sign-up bonuses and rewards program could theoretically save tech startups tens of thousands of dollars a year. So HubSpot, Salesforce, and Zendesk are actually three top-rated tools for tech startups that become cheaper with a Brex corporate card. What are the disadvantages here? Well, the biggest drawback to the Brex corporate card is that you have a limitation on companies that qualify. Okay, so only venture-backed startups, professionally funding companies with at least 20 employees, or non-invested companies with at least 50 employees. Those are the only categories that qualify. So unless your revenue has a steady revenue stream, paying back the entire balance every month could be an issue. So something to think about. So what are the pros and cons here? The pros: you have a robust rewards program with uncapped rewards, no personal guarantee. That's very important. No annual fees or additional fees. Businesses that don't need credit to qualify. No foreign transaction fees. And also business checking account services through Brex Cash Account. And also, basically, the account integrates with Brex's larger financial stack as SaaS, if you will. In terms of the cons, it excludes most SMBs. It requires robust cash flow. The rewards program requires exclusivity for maximum rewards, and there is no revolving balance or intro APR. So you can earn 10,000 points with the Brex business account after you only spend $3,000 on your cash on your Brex card within 90 days. So something to really think about. In conclusion to this conversation, I spoke to you about the Brex corporate card. I gave you everything about the Brex corporate card, the monthly card, the daily card, the key criteria, okay, how to qualify. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.